Hey guys, in this video we're going to show you how we traded this house
for this one, and how copying Chip and Joanna gains made us rich.
Alright, so this is actually not how we copied Chip and Joanna. We'll get into that later, but let's first do a house update, don't you think?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh my word. Babe.
Help.
I'll be So before we get into all the numbers of how we traded our old house for this one, we wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update about what's been going on around here. So follow me this way. We've been investigating a little bit. Jamie is gonna have our contractor over today to let us know if this wall can come out, hopefully. Come on in through here. So Jamie has been removing all the staples, getting prepared for hardwood flooring. So it doesn't look like much, but we have been working hard over here. We prepped these stairs. They are ready to be sanded and then stained. They're super pretty. So these are ready, but we do have to do some work here. So lots of like little things going on. So the biggest thing that we've been working on is getting our upstairs livable, because the downstairs is just gonna be a construction zone for a while, I think. So it's important that we get this space nice and clean because we are gonna be living here in the midst of it. So we need a safe place for our girls to sleep and to play. So the main thing that we've been working on is getting it clean up here. We painted all the walls, carpet's getting installed in a couple weeks, and then it should be a safe place for us to stay.
So for this house project, we have 4 main phases that we have broken it down into. The first phase is to get this house livable. So that means just painting everything, doing all the structural things we need to do, kind of just getting it to be a house again. And then from there is phase 2, which is more of the design and making it just a really unique, cool space. Step 3, or phase 3, is all of the outside work that needs to be done to the property. There's a lot of issues out there that need to be handled. And then phase 4, which I'm very excited about, is the mother-in-law suite / Airbnb development part of this property. There's a lot of cool opportunities we haven't told you about yet, but we're excited to share. So that's kind of our tentative plan. We have about 2 weeks until we move in, so it's kind of getting down to the wire here, but let's go downstairs and talk about how we actually traded our old house for this one. All right, so now it's time to talk numbers. If you've been following our channel for any amount of time, you know that we're not just about the DIY part of stuff, but we also have all been investing in real estate for a long time, and it's a big part of our life. So we thought we'd just talk about the numbers quickly, just to kind of give you a bigger picture of what our goal is with this house. So this year will be our 10-year anniversary. We've been married almost 10 years, and we've been investing in real estate for almost 8 years. Over that 8-year period, we've reached a point where our passive income from our rental properties pays all of our living expenses, which is great. But the real money that we've made, the significant amount of money we've made, has actually been through buying and selling our primary home, the house we live in. And this is called the live-in flip strategy, but we think it's a really powerful way to get ahead financially for anyone.
So the live-in flip strategy is where you buy an undervalued home, something that is a fixer-upper, you fix it up for a couple years while you live in it, and then you sell it for a profit without having to pay those capital gains taxes.
So we've done this 3 times, and this home will be our 4th time doing it, but what we found is that by fixing up a house and decorating it to what we like, we actually can sell that house for top dollar. Rather than like flipping a house, typically a flipper would paint a house just gray and white, clean it up, not do too much to it. They can still make money doing that, but by actually putting our own personal touches on it and Sarah's design skills, we can get top dollar for our house. And that's kind of where the Chip and Joanna gains thing comes in. We like to say we're similar to Chip and Joanna in that way, at least Joanna.
We have a different style for sure, but there is some value in paying attention to the details. So not, like Jamie was saying, not just painting a house gray and white and calling it good. There is money to be made there, but I think there's a lot more money to be made in paying attention to those details, like picking out really special chandeliers or cool tile, like unique, stylish things.
So just to give you an example about how the design of a home can really affect the sales price and the overall profit, the house across the street from ours actually sold right before ours did. A nice house, I mean, similar, same neighborhood, they have a pool, even a little bigger house than ours. And they ended up selling theirs for about $171 per square foot. But our house once we listed ours, we'll share the sales price in a minute. The price per square foot that we sold ours for was $232 per square foot. Same neighborhood, same type of house with a pool. It's just the design of it made a huge difference.
Yeah, they're very comparable homes, but theirs wasn't styled as nicely as ours, at least in our opinion.
Yeah, we'll show some pictures.
Yeah, it was a nice home, and there was nothing wrong with it. It just...
I think there's something about like appealing to people's emotions. So if you can design a home that's just warm and inviting and they can picture themselves living there, that's going to make a difference. So it's not a traditional real estate investor strategy, but it's one that anyone can do to get ahead financially. So most real estate investors are doing a high volume of flips, and that's why they do the simple gray and white design. We're also doing rental properties, or a combination of the two. So if you don't have enough money to start flipping homes, it's a great way to start building that wealth and that snowball that can be used in the future to invest in real estate. So that's kind of what we did with our rental portfolio. We started buying rental properties with the money we made from flipping houses, flipping our
live-in flips.
Yes, our live-in flips. So if that makes sense. If you have any questions on this, let us know below, but let's get into the numbers.
So just to backtrack a little bit, when we found this house that we're currently sitting in right now, our new house, it was a little bit on accident. We had found a piece of furniture on Facebook Marketplace, and when we pulled up, it was very obvious that she was moving, and it was a home that I had always fallen in love with in our neighborhood, and I was really excited about. And so when we were talking with her, I was like, are you selling this? And she said that she was going to, but maybe to a flipper, to someone who would just come in, paint everything white, and sell it for a huge profit. She's like, I really want it to go to a family, because she had lived here with her family for 30 plus years. So as we were talking with her, she let us know that she wanted to get her appraised value for this home, which she had appraised for $412,000.
Which we don't know how long ago that was. Just at some point recently, she had it appraised for that.
Right, and that's in its current condition. And so she said, if you're willing to pay it, it's yours.
So we're like, yep, because
so we're like, we'll take it.
We've seen the property values in our neighborhood just kind of go like this, and we knew that it was worth a lot more than what she was asking. So.
Yes. So this property has a ton of acreage. It has a pool. It's huge. It's also a very unique home on the outside. We're going to make it unique on the inside. And so we know that this house can be valued at $650,000 plus when we're done with it, just based off the comps in our neighborhood. So that means that eventually we can refinance that home and get that money out of it, even if we stay here.
Yeah, I think that's an important point to make, because I think some people were concerned that we lied to this lady that we're just gonna flip this house.
No.
We're planning on staying here, but in a way we're flipping it because when we're done fixing it up, we're going to refinance it. If it appraises for $650 when we refinance, we can get a check then for 80% of that, that we can go use to invest in real estate, and we're all about that. So that's kind of our long-term goal. We're not planning on just flipping this house.
Yeah, so that's why this house was a financial decision for us as well as a personal decision. It's upgrading our home and our lives according to what we want, but it also financially will continue to propel us into what we want for our investment. So
our number right now for our budget, I'm sure it'll be over, is around $50,000.
Are you sure it'll be over?
I'm sure it will be. It'll be over $50,000. But so let's say we're all into this house for $475 and it appraises at $650. That means, what is that? What is that? Sorry. Had to do a little math in our heads there. But if it appraises for $650 and we have $475 into it, that's $175,000 profit that we made by buying this house.
And then we'll also have the house that we love, like our dream home, in the condition that we want it in, plus get that money back out of it to invest.
Yep. So, sounds like a good deal. But this is honestly like a dream scenario for us, but the house that we just sold is a very similar story. We bought it for $192,000, put about $50,000 into it. So we're all in for
$242.
We listed it for $389, and we accepted an offer for $46,000 over asking. So we ended up selling it for $436, which is crazy to us.
Yeah.
So we sold that one for $436, bought this one for $412.
Yep.
So after all the realtor fees and stuff, we owe exactly about the same on this house as we did our last one.
Got it?
But again, this house is in terrible condition, so we're gonna have to put another, probably 50 grand into it. But then when it's done, it's gonna be a lot bigger of a equity play than our last house.
Let us know if that made sense below. If not, sorry.
Yeah, we get excited about this stuff, so if we miss some details, let us know.
We're trying to be open and honest about the numbers, but let us know if we missed something or if something just doesn't make sense or add up, and we'll try to answer your questions.
Can't tell already, we really are passionate about this, and we think everyone should do it, especially if you're looking to get ahead financially or invest in real estate. We made around $160,000 profit on our last house. The other house before that was around 100. So, total we have made an extra $300,000 just by doing this live and flip strategy. We've been able to use that money to build our rental portfolio. So we hope it's just really eye-opening to you. And if you have any questions, again, let us know below. We love talking about this.
So in our next video, we are going to focus on a budget bathroom remodel because we need to get this house ready and livable in the next week. I also have to move everything over here in the next week. So that's what's coming up next.
Life's going to be a little crazy for us. We're going to try to document it, maybe vlog with our phones or something, but it's going to be crazy.
It's a mess.
Yep. It's hard to believe that we're going to have to be living in this, but we'll figure it out.
It's going to be pretty.
It will be. So we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.